Hello everyone. I know it's been a long time since I made a video, but it really did take me these many days to find something really good to talk about it. I really did want to make content that was like, hey, it's just making content. I wanted to make something that's valuable. And also apologies for the voice. I had to do this today, so that's why I'm doing it in this voice. Otherwise I would have waited and done it in a bit better circumstance. But I really want to talk about something exciting that happened today. So, just a backstory. Day before yesterday, I got in one of the WhatsApp groups just a random link saying, "Hey, there is this event happening. Would you like to come? If you really want to join the event, just register." And I was like, "Fine, let me register to this event." And then I got the confirmation about it, and it was the Ramayan's Special Fan Event. They showcased the trailer, and I got to watch it like on like the front row seat, and I had like Ranbir, Yash, Namit Malhotra, and Nitesh Tiwari come in, and I was right there watching it. But going back to it, I really wanna talk about something that's very close to my heart about Ramayana in general. When I look back to it, what was the first moment when I was like actually like got exposed to that story? The first that comes to my mind is my dad. My dad is a movie buff. He usually takes us to a lot of movies, but we used to keep asking him, nudging him. He used to be like a bit strict when me and my brother used to be kids. But I remember one day there was this Ramayana animated movie that now everyone is acquainted with, the Japanese one. But that was there on my uncle's computer, and my dad was like, that's the movie that you gotta watch. And my dad, being the Hanuman Bhakt and everything, it was like coming it from him. I was like, damn, my dad is actually telling me to watch a movie. That's new. But that's like the first memory out of it, and the vivid thing that I really remember now when I rewatched it, it like took me back was Hanumanji just lifting that mountain up into the sky for Lakshman. Like that was like the just getting the Sanjeevani is like the first thought of Ramayana I remember. And then gradually as I grew up, I heard it from so many different people in school, with like grandparents, with like friends, with like movies, TV shows, audio, people talking about it. Then I just knew the entire story, Rama, Sita, Lakshmana, Vanar Sena, Hanuman, Ravana, Sutanaka, Kaikeyi, the whole drama, the whole story. And I think I've heard it like so many times, and it's never like boring. It's always good to hear it. It's always something new that you learn from it. I mean, for me, my most curious case study was Ravan. Like, he had everything that he wanted. Like, even like the wishes from the gods in him, like themselves, like getting immortality from Brahma and everything. But it was his bad habits that he had that was like the loss to him. And that's like a life lesson to be learned. Me being a Gen Z kid, that was the exposure I got. But for Gen Alphas or the new generation or the new kids that are out there, I think the biggest thing, the way they are going to learn is through a movie like this. I know there was a big movie that tried to do it. It's called Adipurush. No one really talks about it, but there was a big mismanagement of story expectations, everything. It was bad. To the event, I went to the event. There was like a huge line, like all uncles and aunties is standing in line, getting ready to go in. Then we finally got checked in. Got the VIP. Do you know anything about this film?
I haven't seen it. When you come out, tell me.
It's gonna be one of the biggest Indian films ever. How does it look though, the poster?
That's good. Huh?
It looks good?
Yeah, it looks.
What do you think?
Looks perfect.
It's perfect. See ya.
Hey, tell me what you think about
Yeah.
it. Okay? Alright,
Okay, we got the VIP pass. Let's see how this goes. while I was filling the form for the event, I was like, hey, I'm a marketer. I like to create content. I can cover this event if you want. And I was like, that wasn't like any questions comment. I just kept it just in case. But surprisingly, when I went to the event, they gave me the VIP pass, and I'm like, damn, I got a VIP pass because this was the first time I put myself out there saying like, hey, I can cover this event, I can make content around this event, you know? And I got it. That was the first time I did something like that. And I got a VIP pass. I got to sit like right in front of Ranbir Kapoor, Yash, and everyone, like right in the front lines. Then we went in, then there was a lot of hangama around like seating. But then after some time, they dimmed the lights down. The moderator came in. She spoke a lot about different people, what this event was about, what the special event was about. And then she was like, let's start with the trailer. And the trailer started. Let me tell you guys, I know we saw a teaser of Ram, but the trailer is like leagues ahead of what we saw in the teaser. I think I they showed this to us in 40x. My 40x 40x experience is in Hyderabad and Forum Sujna Mall, and that is like the most tiniest 40x that you can find anywhere in that city or in the country. Maybe it's like very bad compared to what I experienced here. Here the 40x screens are big, the capacity is huge, and even the effects were like nice. So I was watching the trailer in 40x. It was really nice with like every movement, but oh my god, on the big screen, there was like no faults that I could find. You know, the graphics were good. Yash killed it. He was like really amazing in the Ravan's role. Oh my god, he is just perfect for it. Then we saw Lakshman, then we saw Sita, then we saw Lord Rama, we saw everyone. And then, bro, yes, dominated it, but just this is from strictly like a movie point of view, being a movie goer, movie watcher, like movie observer, just a discussion kind of a thing. This is what I felt. He killed it. He is perfect for Ravan. I don't think after seeing the trailers, and I can say this even after watching the movie, I would never be able to imagine anyone in this lifetime as Ravan other than Yash. He was so good at it. The graphics were really good. I could really see the scale at which they tried to do this, and I think they got close to it. They achieved it. The VFX definitely looked much better. The lighting looks much better. It's more bright, it's more colorful, it's more like intentional. Sure, it's a lot of graphics. It's not anything like practical. You can see that everything was visually made, but it's not like very like to the eye. Oh, that's just bad VFX. Oh, I can see that CG. It didn't look like that. It really looked like a spectacle that they were trying to show with like be like that this big story with like big creatures and like big visuals and like magic going around and like gods and demons and everything. It was like really, really good. I felt good after watching the trailer. They showed it twice, so by the second time I watched it, I was like, okay, I watched it once. It didn't get my hype up even the second time, but all I would say is a good trailer. I think it excites people to go watch it. I think the major biggest thing that the biggest task is how they will deal with this emotionally, and I think that's the biggest task. And if they are able to crack it down in the movie in the first part, I think they're gonna nail it. Like this is gonna do wonders. I really hope and wish they keep promoting. They just completed the Comic Con event in San Diego, and after that they came here to do like a small fan event at Regal Edwards, Mesa, San Diego, and that's where I got to go. And the rest of the clips are just them speaking about the movie. So enjoy it.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hans Zimmer, and I'm here with my really dear friend, the genius that is A.R. Rahman. And together, we are setting off on a journey that has never been done before. I think it's really interesting that I, as a European, get to immerse myself and listen to this man tell me about the gods, about the traditions, about the stories that India presents that makes India so important for us in the West.
Well, a great honor. Thank you so much.
This is where I think it's very important that Ayan and I are working together, because music brings people together. So to be able to make music with him, that is a gift from the gods. It really is. We have something that is thousands of years old that reminds us of our moral duty, that reminds us of who we are,
Absolutely.
that reminds us that we should be at our very best.
And that is what excites us most about this project. To contribute to sharing Ramayana with audiences around the world. Few works possess the scale, legacy, cultural significance of the Ramayana. It has been an extraordinary journey to help bring this enduring epic to new audiences across generations.
We'll see you in theaters.
Enjoy Ramayana.
Have any of you heard any of the music? They're gonna come down, guys. We're just gonna set up this little panel here, and then we're gonna have everybody come down. And did you agree with me on the music? We do need mics. Should be on. We need. Well, I'll go ahead and start, and I'll pass the mic over. I will start with Ranbir. Yes, please. Ranbir, when we think of Lord Ram, we think of purity and righteousness, and this huge concept to embody. So for you, where did you find that connection and ability to add the depth and nuances to him, to stepping into his body?
Hi guys. Let's start with Jai Shri Ram. I think that's such a large question, because all of us, from the time we are born, it's kind of ingrained in our subconscious what Ramayana is, what its teachings are, what Lord Rama's journey is. But I think I got really lucky in my life that I was offered this film at this phase in my life, in my 40s. I became a father for the first time. And just to kind of understand the spirituality of Ramayana, of Lord Rama's journey, in a very different phase in your life teaches you so much more. And I think that's what the greatness of Ramayana is, that you can refer to Ramayana at any phase in your life. It teaches you about good and evil, it teaches you about complexity in relationships, how do you deal with it, it teaches you about courage, compassion, forgiveness, righteousness in times of adversities. How do you respond? Do you respond out of compassion? Do you respond out of love, or do you respond out of ego? I think these are certain things that as a young kid I probably did not completely understand, but today I do have a certain understanding of it and how I would like to lead my life, what kind of moral values I would like to give my children. So I think Ramayana is something that you'll always continue learning from. I got really lucky that I got to work with such a cast and crew, whose intention was just one simple thing, was truthfulness, immense faith, belief, and noble intention to make the best Ramayana possible.
Oh, namaskar. Namaskar. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Lost track of time. Jet lagged. So, I think it's very important for us to understand, no matter how good you are in whatever you do, how talented you are, or how powerful you are, it's all about what you do with it, what kind of decisions you make, makes you or breaks you. So that's an important lesson in today's day and time. We all try to work towards achieving something or becoming something, but in the process we forget the roots or what makes you a human. And that's a very important lesson we all can learn from Ravana. In spite of him having everything, the kind of choices he makes and the kind of decision he takes puts him into a situation where I think we can all learn a lot from him what not to do.
Thank you. Nitesh, I understand this has been almost nearly a decade journey for you. You were very particular into studying the ancient text and talking to spiritual guides, really to get the authenticity, right, of the culture and philosophical roots to this. Was there a moment where you had an epiphany, or what was that moment where you thought, okay, I'm ready now to direct this and to bring this to the screen?
See, with a dream cast and a technical view which is probably the best in the world, that itself is an epiphany for you. But there were many reasons for me to venture into this. And one big reason was the moral responsibility which I felt as a father. I saw my kids being Marvel fans, being DC fans, and somewhere I also felt that it would be great if I could make kids like them, Ramayana fans also, with whatever they are attempting to do. So that when I got onto this journey, they were very small, they were very young. Now they are teenagers, they are around 16. And I'm pretty sure, what we have achieved and what little you guys have seen on screen, I think somewhere we'll be able to meet our objective.
Namit, it's so incredible to see what you've also been bringing to us out here, and especially I think for us in the States. I'm curious to know, your company has already brought out films such as The Odyssey, which is beautiful, by the way, just saw that last week, Interstellar and Dune and all these. Your company's been responsible for that. How would you how would you describe the difference between the Ramayana and the American sci-fi and fantasy epics?
Firstly, I have to thank all of you. I think it's great to get our Indian crowd in the cinema. The energy that you guys bring really charges us to really remind us what we're doing. We had a big presentation right before we came here, almost 5,000 people in the Comic-Con presentation, but to just get this love and enthusiasm is really super exhilarating. So thank you for that. I'll now answer your question. So, over the last almost couple of decades, my journey has brought me from India to the West, and the more we did work with Indian artists on some of these big movies that you just described, which is, we have a lot of Indian artists working with the Western teams and really delivering, non-stop and almost time after time, relentlessly. Just paying that spirit to our Indian work ethic and attitude to never give up. I felt like we never got enough credit for what we have done as a country, as artists and people. And while we won the Oscars and we had a lot of appreciation of our work, I felt like it was about time that we really find something that's truly Indian, truly original, and truly path-breaking. And only the Ramayana came up as an example that could do that for us as a country, as people, that we could now be anywhere in the world, including in the West, and feel proud about what we actually have and what we own.
We are having a good time and trying to give our best to make this story come alive in the best possible way. And yes, we have mutual respect. I think that's where it starts. Everything is good.
Yeah, I will just echo exactly what he said. A film like Ramayana, yes, we've always heard about Ram, Sita, Lakshman, Hanuman, and we've always had a certain stereotypical Ravana on screen, over the years. But I think the fact that, such a superstar like Yash came into this project, and the amount of complexity that he gave this character, I don't think that's ever experienced before. We have not seen the Ravana story like you're going to experience in our film. And I think we are just blessed and grateful that, Yash has blessed us, with his presence, his aura, his stardom, his talent. And I can't wait for you guys to just see, the battle between Rama and Rama.
See, I think more than answering this question here, I would say that don't you feel you're watching Lord Ram when you see him on screen?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, so that was the conviction I had in him. You know, the way he presents himself in real life, the kind of person he is, the kind of देखने चाहिए, बाकी सब फिर भी दिखेंगे। और तुम्हारी आंखों में श्री राम तुम्हें तभी दिखेंगे जब तुम अंदर से उनके जैसा फील कर सकोगे। So he changed himself. He changed his lifestyle. He started doing yoga. He started doing meditation. He became a father. His life changed. A lot of things changed. He imbibed a lot of values within himself to be able to see. So when you see Ram sitting in front of Dashrath, when you see Ram on the boat, when he turns back and looks, you can see, what he's going.
Every time I came to America and spoke to Hollywood, I would stand there and explain to them what India is, where India is at, and how we can deliver for the West. And so, once we really made a mark there, Ramayana really became, frankly, for me, the opportunity rather than the challenge. And that, I feel blessed. It's almost like, I joke about it sometimes with my kids. I'm like, it's the most well-known part of our history. Everybody in India knows about the Ramayana. And here I am, bringing it to the world, which, in the last 100 plus years of Indian cinema, somebody else could have done it. Like, this should not have been an opportunity to have been there for us to do in the first place. The fact that we have this opportunity is a tremendous blessing, I think. And that sort of has really kept my optimism. That whatever I've learned in 30 years of my career, whether it's in post-production, in visual effects, in coming from a film family background, I think is all culminated to bringing the Ramayana to life. So I feel, like I said, incredibly honored and excited about it. And I don't let any negative thoughts faze me.
Share your experience today. You were at San Diego's Comic-Con, and it's a pretty big deal because we rarely ever have Indian films ever represented there. So I'd love to just get a few words from each one of you on what it meant to be there, what the response was, and how you felt being able to represent.
Since I have the mic, I'll just go first.
Okay.
So basically, as I mentioned, one important announcement we made, which I think will be again a great piece of information for all of you, is that we announced that Sony Pictures Entertainment will be distributing the Ramayana globally. Wow. So for the first time in our 100-year history, we have a Hollywood studio partnering with us. So it's a very proud moment, I think, that we've really and it's very exciting that Ramayana will be the first film that actually opens its doors to the people of the world, and I think there's no better story and no better opportunity for this to have happened. So for me, that was the highlight of Comic-Con, but I'll let everybody else give their experiences.
Yeah, the feelings are not much different. We started with the objective when we were getting started on Ramayana. Our objective was to, how do we take the best we have from our country to the rest of the world, and make it not only exciting and authentic for the Indians, but also relevant and exciting for the rest of the world. And the way we Indians feel about it, the way the trailer is, I get a very good feeling after seeing the reaction which I have got from you guys. And the way I think the rest of the world is going to react to it is a very good feeling I got from the Comic-Con. So I think it's a pretty encouraging feeling is all I can say.
I was talking about this earlier actually when we were backstage. Yash had asked me right before going on the Comic-Con stage, did you ever imagine that this would happen? Did you ever dream of something like this? And that's what, it's a matter of pride, that you're representing your country with your culture, you really understood the story, you've seen the story. And just to see that and just to see the energy and the response that we got from, a global audience, people that who had never ever read Ramayana. I think that is really encouraging. This is one of the the highest, the big moments in my life that I'll always cherish. I think for me, it's I've always dreamt of this. Indians all over the world have made us proud. All of you coming here, you guys have been doing things which matters, and you have made us always proud. But as an entertainment industry, it's our responsibility to present something or give something where you all can proudly present it to your friends here, to the Western audience. I think what I would expect from this is you can proudly take them and say, this is what our stories are, and this is what we are doing it for the global audience. And I think that's very important. This is not just a cinema. These kind of actions are done with a lot of effort, and a lot goes into it. And that's the reason me and Namit have come together. We both share the same passion, and that's how this journey was started. And today it's a great victory for us in terms of getting a global studio. And studio guys will make sure you show it to the world, rest of the people. Take your friends, your colleagues, whoever are there. You've been watching their stories and their presentation, their filmmaking. Now it's time for us to show them what we are capable of and what we can do. And with little support, this is not just the ultimate thing. With little support, we can really change the whole scenario, and we can tell great stories which we all know we have as a country, and we have great technicians. Other than English audience, I think Indians have been watching movies here, and that's why they are also respecting us, because they see the numbers, they see the turnout, how you people are consuming. I think it's important for world to come together and everybody gets that share in a global platform. Let's make Indian movies make a mark. So we all are here for that, and I think it's your responsibility also. Please just enjoy this moment, and hopefully we have given our best. We'll justify what we are trying to say about this film. Let's enjoy this journey. Thank you.
Ramayana comes out Diwali, that's the first part, so make sure you took videos here today, post it on your socials, share it with your friends. And I do want to take a moment, it's such a pleasure and honor to have Namit, Nitesh, Ranbir, and Yash here.
And before this, August 26th, Toxic is also coming.
Here, who also works in the industry but has seen Indian cinema, it is truly a proud moment. Like I said, I've watched Comic-Con for years, but now we get to share our culture, our community, and our talent. So thank you for bringing it. All right, thank you all for coming, and please spread the word.
Thank you. You can see my shirt.
That's my view about it. I hope, I really hope this movie does well. More people will know about our stories. I mean, this was always the way I imagined. We have like such rich stories like Ramayana, Mahabharata, even all the itihas that we have, they are very rich. It shows India in like not a very poor limelight, like how the West is used to, like it's just Mumbai or slum or something like that. It's like India is huge. India is like gold. India is like rich. Like even though we were looted by like so many people, I think we need to show like this is what our India used to be, and that's what I hope this movie does. Because I'm a firm believer. I want to believe that this was a history, that we were this rich, and I really hope the perspective towards India, because not just through what India is supposed to be, but even like filmmaking or how technical or how brilliant or smart we are. Rajmouli Garu is doing it with, he did it with Triple R, he did it with Bahubali, he will be definitely doing it with Varanasi. I really hope even Ramayan would be another feather in India's cap there. The Western audience will see and be like, damn, India is not just a third world country. It's much bigger than that. They have freedom, they can do big things. And I really hope this opens many big doors and more Western audience will embrace this just as they embrace Triple R. And I hope it just keeps on growing, because that would be the dream for me to see the global collaboration of art, bringing our stories through like every audience, and like just like how Odyssey and Greek mythology is being told for like the entire world. I want our Indian stories to be told the same, and I think this is really exciting. I just hope, I know we nitpick on like, hey, that's bad VFX, but the thing that they are really trying to do with this movie is like commendable. And I really hope we can be critical about the art form, but let's commend their effort on what they are trying to do, what they are trying to bring to the entire world. I wish they dive deep on the marketing and market this more throughout the world. But it's not just for the Western audience, it should be for us as well, it should be for Indians as well, but it should be catered for everyone. I hope the emotions land. I hope this really works. But it was a good trailer, and this is my two takes on it. Also, I got some goodies from the event. They gave us a nice Namit Malhotra's Ramayana tote bag, and I'll be here in San Diego in the movie releases, so this would be really exciting to wear. I always wanted to wear it. Like whenever I go to a movie, I feel like wearing a merch of it and then going. But I haven't opened this because I wanted to open this on video, experience watching what it is with you guys, how the t-shirt looks. So I'm removing it, and yeah. Oh, they gave me an X. I mean, I got an XL. I guess I'm lucky because I heard people telling they got triple XL. Ooh, damn. It says Ramayan on the front. Ooh, this is amazing. We have Raman and Ram. I think I really like the print of it. This is exciting, guys. We will see you in the next one.